Members of the Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors have commenced an industrial action nationwide. The strike follows an ultimatum issued to the federal government which expired on Wednesday. In a bid to avert the industrial action, the conciliatory meeting brokered by the Minister of Labour and Employment, Chris Ngige, ended at about midnight. Although the meeting made far-reaching decisions which led to a new memorandum of action, the resident doctors insisted that the planned strike will kick off today as at 8 a.m. The minister who spoke at the end of the meeting said the government is waiting for the resident doctors to hold their meeting and revert on their decision.
Government has moved proactively to address most of the issues ahead of your coming. In lower parlance, what we have done here today is that we have arrested their disputes and we're addressing them. And we're happy that you understand. So I give you assurance that most of the things written here will be done.
They've addressed some of the issues halfway, some two-third, one or two fully. But we have to go back and present the issues and the answers to our.
Well, let's get more details on this now. I have joining me via phone the President, Association of Resident Doctors at the Lagos State University Children's Hospital, Dr. Ojekunle, as it's good to have you join us on TVC News this hour. For the upturned time, resident doctors seem to be going on another strike. Knowing that you've enjoyed some form of goodwill from the people because people seem to understand what the grievances are, I want to ask you, because I'm a bit curious, did you consider the damage this would have on the healthcare system?
Thank you for having me. We are resident doctors who are residents, medical officers and health officers. We are determined and committed to add our quotas to the healthcare delivery system of the country. And we are they are yet to give substantial commitment. This, of course, is going to impact significantly on the health sector. It's an avoidable crisis in the health sector, which we hope that the government will have responded to about this. Our demands include the need for our officers who are being held arrears, ranging from 1 month to 3 months, and so far that is the case across the country. We also have the challenges of some of our members yet to be paid in some state tertiary institutions in Habia, Imo, and even in Ondo State. Here in Lagos State, we have hospitals affected since some of these issues also bordered on us, and this entails the implementation, which is requested much longer. The implementation of the Medical Residency Scheme Act 2017 has been passed into law since then. This is yet to be fully implemented. Likewise, we also demand treatment of all members so that we can fill the deficit for quality service delivery. The major 5,000 hazard allowance, which has been on for decades, needs to be optimally reduced, and we have requested for this. There is a meeting deliberation upon this, yet we are yet to get results from all this. Likewise, in Lagos State, we demand for long-term projects of residential quarter from our members. All these aids to ensure improved quality service delivery, and the ongoing first action, which we are hesitant to commence at some time, but to become inevitable, is of course going to impact significantly on Lagos and Nigerian generally.
The question I'd like to ask you is, since there was a meeting yesterday that ended a couple of hours ago where far-reaching decisions were made, it's mind-boggling to some Nigerians that the resident doctors will still go on strike, knowing fully well that you constitute a large percentage in the health sector.
The meeting was held yesterday. That is one of the several meetings that have been held, and of course with the usual conclusion of promises upon promises. And we are yet to get substantial commitment from federal government, and likewise in the government also. We need this commitment to be able to avert this already commenced fight. And we know that this is going to affect on life, which we feel so bad about. We have to resort to this, our last resort for conflict resolution. All we need is for these issues that we have at hand to be addressed by government, to give us the listening ear, and to back up promises upon promises. We earlier issued 3 months notice to government in January during our National Executive Council meeting, which got expired. A 2-week ultimatum was also issued, which expired 12 midnight overnight, and it has resulted in any this crisis again.
So, like what you're saying is that there is no political will to actually fulfill the memorandum of action that you've been signing so far with the federal government?
Absolutely not.
So,
no political will. Okay.
Yeah, I would like you to go ahead first before I ask my final question.
Yes, no political will. When we ask for political will, that means we are seeing tangible results. We are seeing commitment and not just excuses upon excuses for us to palliate and add additional time for all this. These are not just recent occurrence. There's been times in last year when we embarked on such and promises were made. Yes, after several months, we are yet to get results from all the promises made previously.
Hopefully this will be the last time we will be having this kind of meetings, when we certainly hope that far-reaching decisions and actions will be made after this timeout. President Association of Resident Doctors at the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, Dr. Ojekunle Aziz, thank you so much for joining us on TVC News this hour.